Hello. So today I want to talk about an absolutely fantastic game from Kids Table Board Games that I feel like I haven't really seen anyone cover. I see a lot about Maple Valley, which I absolutely love, and some of their other titles, but this is Power Plants. And this game is one I really enjoy. It's one that's been out for a few years and I highly recommend. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So there are 8 different plants that come in this game, and you are going to pick 5 of them for any given game. And in the top, they're going to tell you if they are a morning, a noon, or a nighttime plant. And of your 5 plants you're going to pick, you want to make sure you have at least one from each category. And then you can pick from the other categories as you want. Each plant is going to have its own special ability, and each plant has 2 different versions. So there's a standard version and then a more advanced version. So you can really tailor the difficulty or the strategy level of this game. This game is for 1 to 4 players, and the solo mode is fantastic. So if you're going to go through and pick out your plants, let's see what ones had I set aside for this. So you pick out the plants you are playing with, and then you arrange them from morning to night where everyone can see, somewhere off to the side. And then also everybody is going to get a player aid. Oh, excuse me. This game is 1 to 5 players, not 1 to 4. I misspoke. And because there are 5 player aids, every player gets one that's going to summarize the plant's ability for both the standard and the alternate side. And then it is going to give you a little gameplay description down here. So that is great. So to start out, you will have 1 of each type of the plant you are playing with arranged in this pattern. The way the 5 plants sit, the order doesn't matter, but this is the starting area for the game. So then the rest of the tiles go into the bag, get all mixed around, and you will have a starting hand of 2. And if you ever have 2 of the same like I do, there will be a few tiles at the top that you can exchange with. But for this example, we will just do that. So I now have the purple plant and the red plant to choose from. So I can consult my player aid and see what they both do. And so 1 lets me gain a gem, which gems are points, plus 1 more for each sprite, which are my personal player cubes. You want to get those on the board for area control for endgame scoring. So it says gain 1 gem plus 1 more for each sprite in the patches next to the wizard. And the wizard is this, and it's going to go on the tile that you place. So right now I don't have any sprites out, so that may not be the best move. Or I can add 3 sprites to 1 patch next to the wizard. Now there's several things going on in this game. 1, there are the powers on the plants, and they have what's called a sprout power or a grow power. So sprout is essentially going to be something that is this, and it's going to affect generally 1 tile. Grow is going to be every tile touching the tile that was just placed. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and do the sprout option, which was add 3 sprites to 1 patch next to the wizard. So I'm going to do this. So I now have 3 sprites, so I control this patch. And at the end of the game, once all of the tiles are placed, you are going to look at these patches, and they're going to be different sizes. And based on the size, you are going to score points for how much you control. So if this patch ended up being, say, 5 plants big, and I control 2 of the tiles and somebody else controls 1, I now control the most. I'm going to get the most points. They're going to get the second most points. So some plants are going to give me gems or gem opportunities during the game, which are just the coins. And those are going to be points at the end game. And then the other way I'm going to score is based on the size of the area. Now, the other thing that's interesting is, let's say that this red area was a size 5, and I have these 3 sprites here on 1 tile, and somebody else has 1 sprite on 2 different tiles. They actually control the area, because the number of sprites don't matter when it comes to control. It's the number of tiles you control. And there are ways that you can essentially kick other people's sprites or cubes off of the plants. So there's a lot to think about in this game, and a lot of planning out and really deciding, would it be better to take that sprout power this game, or should I do the grow action? Where do I want to place my piece? Where do I feel like maybe some of my, tiles that I have sprites on are in danger? Where is going to get me the most points now and at the end of the game? So it is a really fun game. I absolutely love it. I think it plays so well solo. It also plays great multiplayer. I love the look of the game. I love the components of the game. I highly recommend Power Plants. I would love to know if you have played this. What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.